Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel, and the Millionaire's Conspiracy. We are just doing the starter kits. That was an accidental tap. I was trying to circle it. So it would only just be the first case, but I mainly just kind of wanted to share my love of these games and kind of hint at maybe where we have plans to go next with these mobile puzzle games to start your week off. Try to release these at the beginning of the week. But just a disclaimer that, like, the regular Layton games don't incorporate, like, this level of humor. They're a little more serious, so. But that makes this one fun, so let's dive into it. Hand that feeds. Inspector Hastings bursts into the Layton Detective Agency just as Catriel is agreeing to take on the curious case of a talking dog. So this is a recap of what happened last time. The hound will have to be put on hold. The inspector's case affects the entire country, and the clock, Big Ben, is ticking metaphorically. I just read that backwards, but I think it's better. You're welcome. Okay. Alright. Let's just kind of see. I have my guide with me now. We did this one already, right? Let me just see if I can kind of see where I'm at. Did we get clue number 1? Doesn't look like we've unlocked clues yet. Yeah, just kind of wanted to share my love of these games with you. Hope you're enjoying them too. This one might be a little quicker. This Galaxy Bro is a little sleepy. But that's okay. That happens. We did this one, right? Oh, no, we did not. So this is where we were? Okay. Cool. It's true. The shorthand really is missing. Sorry. But of course, the other clock faces all have both hands. Yeah. Yeah. It's only on the one side that the short hand's been taken. The other 3 are unaffected. Oh, so it's just one short hand that we're looking for? Even a short hand from one of the clocks on the Big Ben clock tower would be a very sizable object. Not something that would disappear easily. That's true. Obviously, we've searched all around the clock face, as well as the base of the tower. But that hand's just disappeared into thin air. Haha. This is turning into a very interesting case indeed. A court of London doesn't know what time it is, and you call it interesting. Alright. Now that we know what we're dealing with, it's time we started investigating. We should start by stepping back and looking at the bigger picture again, so touch zoom out on the lower half of the screen. I feel like my voice gymnastics are not as good right now. It's rather sad seeing the grand old clock without a missing hand, isn't it? Where could such a large object have disappeared to, I wonder? I don't think we're going to get any more. Yep. Okay. So we need to touch a zoom out. There we go. Where do we start, Miss Layton? Well, time's of the essence. We have to solve this before Ambassador Fudu arrives tomorrow. Let's begin by asking Inspector Hastings' team what they've learnt so far. Okay, the voice is back. That's right. Why do the work yourself when you can get someone else to do it for you? Nonsense, sir. We can't afford to duplicate effort, that's all. Of course. Come along then, you two. No time to lose. Coming, miss. Alright. This is where we need the guide. This Galaxy doesn't know what to do. And I'm not preparing discussion topics for these, so we'll zoom out. Okay. We did the top of the lamppost. Top of tree on left. See, it's like, how am I gonna know to do that? That's why we got the guide. Middle chimney of building on left. This one? So none of these other ones. But just this random little chimney. That's where these guys are phenomenal. Alright, we gotta talk to this guy and we'll get our first clue. Which is my favorite part of this whole thing. Inspector Hastings, can you summarize what you found out so far? Not a fat lot, really. There was a bobby on the beat here last night who confirmed nothing was amiss at 11:50. Did you notice the change in the music? I like that. It wasn't until 6 this morning that we got a report from a stunned local who happened to glance at the clock. We came to confirm the report straight away and found it to be true. The hour hand was well and truly gone. So at 11:50 last night, the clock was fine, but by 6 this morning, the hand was missing. So we're looking at a window of about 6 hours, 6.5 to be exact, in which the crime was committed. That's about the size of it, yep. And wasn't there anybody else who looked at the clock tower in that 6-hour window? We're looking into that now. I've got officers asking locals if they saw anything. There must have been someone who looked at the clock in all that time. No doubt, if we went door to door, we could find some witnesses. But we just don't have that kind of time. So we just have to manage with what we know already, you mean? Pretty much. And those hands are massive. It would have taken someone a fair old while to make off with it, that's for sure. 6 hours. Here we go. This is my favorite. 6-hour window. She's thinking. Can we put the clue up here? No, I won't let you. I never tried that before. Because the DS, has the screen separated. Okay, I fit the clue in the right spot. This is the hardest part of the game. Oh my gosh, where does this clue go? I know I've got some kids watching, maybe. Help me out. See, here's the arrow. Does it go here? Here? Oh my gosh, where does this go? Here, you say? Oh, great job, thank you. What's our clue? As your investigation proceeds, you'll unearth certain key pieces of information that form clues. Each case has 6 clues to uncover, and once you've found all 6, you'll be able to solve the case. So once we get to clue 6, our time here will be over, because it only includes the first case. And thus, clues may arise from statements that appear to have nothing to do with anything. Is anyone else wondering a little bit about that one? Alright, can you use your sleuthing skills to piece it all together? If you want to look at the clues you've gathered so far, open Catrail's bag and look at the current case file. When you need to refresh your memory about a case, the case file is the place to look. The case is the place. Alright, according to Inspector Hastings, the clock hand must have been stolen in a roughly 6-hour window between 11:50 p.m. last night and 6 o'clock a.m. this morning. Love this music. Probably going to wrap it up pretty shortly. I have the option to give you a puzzle or not. Alright, let's talk to our guy first. We want to talk... Oh, unless there's more dialogue. It just said that, case files have been added to Cat's bag. It's so exciting to be investigating a case at last. What do we do first, miss? We'll start by interviewing... there goes the voice. We'll start by interviewing members of the public, Ernest. Gosh, that sounds like proper detective work. Let's find out if anyone around here has noticed what's wrong with the clock tower, and if they might have useful information for us. There are rather a lot of passers-by here, aren't there? How do we know who to ask? The more people we talk to, the better. So, let's get started. When there's more than one place to investigate next, you'll see multiple magnifying glass icons displayed on the lower half of the screen in investigation mode. Once you have examined one of those places, it will be marked with a tick icon. So keep an eye on the magnifying glass icons and tick icons on the lower half of the screen as you're hunting for clues. Got it. Alright, let's talk to my boy, just because I think it'll lighten things up a little bit. We'll see how long he talks. This guy's name is Douglas Dirt. I would pay very close attention, if you haven't already, starting with Sherrill, O.C.K. Holmes, O.C. Combs. Now we got Doug Dirt, Douglas Dirt, digging up the dirt. Okay, top of the morning to ya. Got a minute to answer a few questions. Alright. I'm investigating the extraordinary disappearance of the little hand of Big Ben, see? So, did either of you happen to see anything around these parts last night, such as, for instance, a person or persons transporting a large ant-like object? Gosh, he gets straight to the point, doesn't he? He's asking the very questions I was about to ask him. Oh, where's me manners, eh? Sorry, I'm Douglas Dirt. Everyone calls me Doug Dirt. I'm a reporter with the London Times, see? Are you readers at all? Oh, I'll say, personally, I think the London Times is the best paper in the city. Ha, you're too kind, lad. Although I do make it my mission to dig up the most dirtiest of dirt, see, and uncover the most unsavory of suits. And at present, as I mentioned aforementionedly, I am investigating the disappearance of Big Ben's aunt. As it happens, we're investigating the same thing. Perhaps you might share anything you've learnt. Sorry, investigating, you say? Well, there's a tone up for the books. You don't look like detectives, I must say. If I'd had to guess, I'd have pegged you as a young couple out walking your lovely dog on this delightful morning. Well, I am a detective. Haven't you heard of the Layton Detective Agency? Layton? I know of the famous Professor Layton, of course, but I didn't realize he had an agency or people in his employ. Always nice to have signed up with a complete unknown. Really inspires confidence. Oh, what a blow. Mind you, I didn't really expect any different. Don't worry, Miss Layton, you'll be famous soon enough. I'm quite certain of that. Anyway, as it happens, I was at the office all evening yesterday, penning my latest article. I did not observe Big Ben at all. And I'm afraid to say that my own investigation is just getting underway. I have nothing to impart at the present time. I see. Well, thank you anyway. I wish you all the very best with your ongoing investigative activities, of course. Likewise, sir. Good luck with yours. Hand hiccup for iconic Big Ben. Petty crime or international conspiracy. Alarm bells ring across Britain. Ha! Stories like these write themselves, eh? Gah, methinks it's gonna be a smasher. It certainly is, if we don't solve this before the story breaks, there'll be all kinds of repercussions. You're right. We must press on with our investigation. And if you tap him again, it usually just gives, a little fun dialogue. The question is, what's the motive? Is this all part of some elaborate plot? Gah, it's a real stumper, this one, eh? Probably won't say anything else. Sometimes they have, a double dialogue. Nah. Alright. We'll end it there. Just because, like I said, I'm a little tighter on time. So we'll kind of have this episode be the clue. That was our puzzle. Just kind of remembering where we were, and we'll go from there. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll Super Mario Galaxy back here real soon. Oh, we do have some more case files. According to the inspector, the hand went missing sometime in a roughly 6-hour window between 11:50 last night and 6 o'clock this morning. Unfortunately, we have no witnesses. We'll ask the officers investigating the scene what they know and go from there. Sounds good. Alright. Let's save it up. Yes. Alright, cool. We'll head back. And yeah, so I'm trying to organize things into playlists and stuff. So hopefully there's a link to playlists in the description below that you can go check out if you want to see something similar or something different. If you missed the beginning or want to tune in for the next one, hopefully we'll have another one of these for you soon. Hopefully it'll be a little longer. But yeah, that is all I got for this time around. So take good care, and hopefully we'll Super Mario Galaxy again super soon.